Statistics have shown that off-road vehicles burn with alarming frequency. This is because these vehicles operate at maximum capacity for long periods of time. Diesel fuel, hydraulic and brake fluids, lubricating oil, glycol, and gasoline represent just a few of the flammable fluids found on these vehicles. And turbochargers, exhaust manifolds, and brakes provide a few of the many sources of heat. Fires on off-road vehicles can result in expensive repair or replacement of valuable equipment, costly downtime, loss of business continuity, and worse yet, it can sometimes mean serious injury or death to a vehicle operator. Your vehicle is equipped with an Ansel A101 vehicle fire suppression system, which, if properly maintained and operated, can reduce the risk of equipment loss and personal injury. The proper operation of the system allows time for you to get control of the vehicle and bring it to a safe stop and position, time to shut down the engine, and time to safely exit the machine. It also allows time for an emergency fire response team to get to the scene, saving lives and property. Your knowledge of the Ansel A101 vehicle fire suppression system, including its proper operation, capabilities, and limitations, are critical to its performance. This program will familiarize you with the A101 fire suppression system and what you should do in the event of a fire. We will cover all aspects of the system, including the automatic check fire detection and actuation system, and show you how to verify the system is operational. First, start by inspecting your equipment to determine if the system installed is something other than what is described in this program. If you have a controller other than the check fire unit depicted in this program, your local Ansel authorized vehicle systems distributor can help identify the procedures you need to be familiar with. Let's start by reviewing the various components that make up your Ansel A101 fire suppression system. Manual actuators with actuation gas cartridges are used to operate the system manually, or as an option, an Ansel check fire detection and actuation system can operate the system automatically. A pressure switch may be used with either a manual-only system or automatic system to provide engine shutdown, pressure switch feedback to the controller, and fuel shutoff functions. The dry chemical extinguishing agent is stored in one or more pressure-rated tanks, depending on the amount of agent required. The agent discharge outlet of each tank is sealed with a sealed burst disc assembly to keep moisture out of the tank and keep the dry chemical in the tank. An expellant gas cartridge installed in a pneumatic actuator provides the pressure needed to fluidize the agent in the dry chemical tank when the system is actuated. After the tank is pressurized and the sealed burst disc assembly ruptures, the dry chemical is distributed through a network of hydraulic distribution hoses to the discharge nozzles located in the fire hazard areas. If your vehicle is equipped with the LVS liquid vehicle system, liquid agent will be discharging simultaneously with the dry chemical. All dry chemical and wet chemical nozzles include nozzle blow-off caps, which protect the nozzles from debris. Now we will review the basic operation of the system, describing how the various components interact. The A101 system can be activated manually by operating the manual actuator located in either the operator's compartment or the remote actuator, accessible from ground level. This is done by pulling the ring pin and firmly striking the red knob, causing a puncture pin to penetrate the actuator cartridge seal. The pressure from the manual actuator cartridge travels through hydraulic actuation hose to all pneumatic actuators on the expellant gas cartridges used. If an optional pressure switch is used, the pressure switch contacts will change state, operating auxiliary equipment or causing the engine to shut down when an actuator is operated. Check with your supervisor to determine if this option is included on your vehicle. Pressure from the expellant gas cartridge pressurizes the dry chemical storage tank. When the sealed burst disc assembly ruptures, the fire suppression agent is fluidized, allowing the agent to enter the hydraulic distribution hose. The extinguishing agent is directed to the discharge nozzles, causing the nozzle caps to blow off. The resulting agent flow and pattern are then controlled by the nozzles. Your vehicle may also be equipped with an Ansel check fire detection and actuation system, which automatically detects fire and actuates the fire suppression system. This system can also automatically shut down the engine and shut off a fuel supply valve. The check fire control module and the manual automatic actuator normally share the same bracket in the operator's cab. The operational status of the check fire system will be indicated on the front of the controller. The Ansel check fire automatic detection and actuation system will utilize linear thermal wire or spot heat detection with or without optional flame detection. Linear thermal wire or spot thermal heat detection is generally located throughout the hazard areas and designed to respond at specific temperatures. Sharp-eye triple IR flame detection is utilized when a very quick response is needed or desired. Sharp-eye triple IR flame detectors respond within seconds of viewing a fire. When a fire or elevated heat source is detected, a signal will be sent to the check fire control module. Upon receiving the detection signal, an alarm condition will be initiated, resulting in visual and audible alarm indications. Some systems also include an optional high-level alarm or strobe to provide additional indication in the event of an alarm. Most controllers wired with automatic engine shutdown included are programmed with a time delay period, which allows time before the controller initiates automatic engine shutdown. If your system is equipped with a check fire automatic engine shutdown feature, the engine will automatically shut down at the end of the initial time delay period. If automatic shutdown is connected through a pressure switch, shutdown will not occur until the fire suppression system is actuated. Be sure to review the system functions and options with your supervisor. If more time is required to maintain control of the vehicle, pushing the delay button on the check fire control module will restart the time delay. At the end of the initial time delay period, the audible and visual alarm sequence will noticeably increase. At this point, a second time delay may begin. This delay period allows time between the shutdown of the vehicle and the beginning of agent discharge. Note that once the second time delay has started, you cannot stop or delay this actuation sequence. What are your responsibilities? In order to make sure your system operates effectively, you must first know whether it is a manual or automatic system. The presence of a check fire control module generally indicates that you have an automatic system. The procedures are slightly different for these two methods. Remember, an automatic system will also allow for manual operation. You do not need to wait for the fire suppression system to operate automatically. If a fire is present and the vehicle is in a safe position, you can manually operate the fire suppression system. In an automatic system, a pressure switch may be installed to automatically shut down the engine. If the fire suppression system is not automatic and a pressure switch has not been utilized for engine shutdown, the vehicle will need to be shut down manually. Be sure you know how the system is set up on your vehicle. Manual operation. A manual-only system will require that you actuate the fire suppression system. After you determine a fire has started, first bring your vehicle to a safe stop as quickly as possible. Next, shut off the engine and set the brakes as soon as possible. If a pressure switch is installed to shut down the engine, operation of the manual actuator will result in engine shutdown. Be sure the vehicle is completely stopped before you operate the manual actuator. Then, immediately pull the ring pin on the manual actuator and firmly strike the red button or lever. This will cause a puncture pin to penetrate the seal of the actuation cartridge installed in the actuator. Get off the vehicle quickly but safely, and be sure to take the most direct exit path away from the fire area. The fire suppression system will be discharging dry chemical for a minimum of 12 seconds. Although the dry chemical cloud may obstruct your vision, the agent will not harm you. If the dry chemical cloud is in your direct path of exit, move carefully through it. Do not wait for it to clear. Automatic operation. An automatic system incorporating check fire detection and actuation system will detect fires in areas where heat detection is installed and will start the actuation sequence. Your control module may include the automatic engine shutdown feature.